Welcome back to the Dodgeball Game of the Week, seen only on WTOB. Make sure you visit blacksburg.gov for any of the related incidents with this game or any others for the entire season on the internet. That intraweb is just an amazing thing there.
That is. Thanks to Al Gore, we can all do great things like order professional wrestling rings on eBay and Craigslist.
Super Cooper up 2-1. They'd only won 5 games all year.
Don't shortchange them. They are the Super Coopers. There's more than one of them. Right now, it looks like there's 5 of them. Whether that's legal or not, there are 5 Super Coopers out there.
We'll give them a benefit of the doubt, I guess. But Russell Drumheller doing a wonderful coaching job as always.
Speaking of head coaches for the Diablo team, see on the sideline here, got a glimpse of Jennifer, the longtime coach of El Diablo, also known as Coldface last year. And during the break, Tom, something I noticed, David Bresky, the team captain, on his cell phone, perhaps trying to call in some reinforcements there. Team, we've seen this team over the years. They've got a lot of weapons, but not very many in tonight. It's as if Robin Hood only has 4 arrows in his quiver.
Last year we did see the Coldface team with commonly 8-9 people at a game. They have stat packages for the media. Just a professional organization.
Very well-run team. Very well-run team. There's no question about that. Perhaps the best-run team in the Blacksburg Parks and Rec League, and that's saying something.
We noticed a lack of uniforms this year. Maybe we need to ask Dave about that. I don't know. Just a mismatch. We've seen most teams with some type of uniform.
You've got a situation where they've changed their name, so they don't.
Maybe
obviously
maybe
they maybe not have had the time to do that. But their new name, El Diablo, the Devil.
Right.
He's got a red shirt on. David Bresky does. So perhaps he's color coordinating it there. It's Justin with the red shorts for Super Coopers taking a shot, trying to fire away at David Bresky, who's. I think this Russell Drumheller for the Super Coopers, we've seen him over the years. Seems to me like he may have a future in broadcasting these games alongside you or me, Tom, and it's time for one of us to retire. It seems like he's calling the game for himself, telling you exactly what he's about to do.
I would see him as a young John Madden, just a very colorful character that's not probably in love with Brett Favre like John Madden is. But
well, then he's got a problem there because he was not involved with Brett Favre.
Of course.
Excuse me, in love. I know that Deanna Favre is probably involved with him.
Maybe, in some way, shape or form. Well, I'll tell you what, this is a lot of action here, but not a lot of people taking a seat so far. Only one person's been put out, that being on the El Diablo side. Chris is sitting down, but Super Cooper still has all 5 of their throwers in there. I don't know if it means it's bad aim or good dodging by El Diablo.
There's definitely some good dodging out there. But it's also by the Super Coopers. I tell you, those Mini Coopers, those cars, which this team could be named after, they are very agile. They're very small. I've driven a small car for a long time. And Justin wasn't agile right there at all.
Nice
He's
shot
going to
there.
take a seat.
Adam Bartlett just right on the shoulder of Justin. And things are getting closer to being even.
Look at John Talbot measuring it up, almost like a baseball pitcher, firing away at the man called Heath. But Heath missing it, and what a quick move there by John Talbot to avoid. Heath going down low, and Russell Drumheller. Wow, he's going to take a seat, or he's going to fire or force Adam Bartlett to take a seat. Having some trouble there calling this game.
We're getting tongue-tied here. The action's so fast and furious.
That it is, my friend. It is fast and furious.
Russell Drumheller is even yelling at the people on the other court, I think.
He needs to concentrate. Russell Drumheller needs to concentrate on this match. If you fall asleep on this El Diablo team with David Bresky and John Talbot out there, they will make you pay. Russell Drumheller needs to know that. He's a seasoned veteran. Expect more out of him.
3 minutes left here in Game 4 as the Super Coopers hold a 2-1 lead. The upstart Super Cooper, that is. Split squad for them here tonight. Part of their team's playing across the way.
Kind of an old spring training thing. If you take a look across the way, there is another game going on, and that's right there, the split squad over there, and some of Russell Drumheller's friends over there kind of giving me a hard time. And what did I tell you? He's not fully concentrating, and now he's going to have to concentrate from the sideline because he's taking a seat.
Took one right in the gut there from the arm. I believe that was Dave that got him right there. Dave Bresky in the red shirt near court, captain of El Diablo. Hiding Amanda just kind of hanging out near the back line.
Amelia.
Oh.
And Amelia's going to take a seat.
Nope.
Oh, and looks like the man called Heath, he will stay in. That ball perhaps hit off the ground before it hit him on the leg. So the man called Heath and Heidi.
2 versus 2 right now with 2 minutes left in game 4.
Tom, if you look closely, it seems like David Bresky looks like he's a little bit tired, worn out. You know, he's definitely mentally exhausted because a team captain that doesn't have his team show up got to be very disappointed in how his team showed up or didn't show up today.
They didn't. They did not come through in the clutch. He'd been on the phone all night trying to reach his partners in crime. They have not shown up for him. That may
the head
cost
coach
them.
Jennifer's still here, still pulling for them.
But even she was late, so we're gonna have to, call her out on that.
You're right. It is, there's got to be priorities and there's got to be focus. We saw that in some of our other games. You just got to have the focus, and if it's not there, you don't belong in this league.
Good job there of deflecting a couple balls by Heath, better known as Ryan to his friends, but we call him Heath.
Yep. If you are Ryan's friend, you should realize that it is Ryan's fault that we are calling him Heath. He came in late.
That's right. He'd paid the price.
And so Heath he shall be. I like the strategy here by Heidi. There's sometimes she'll keep 2 balls in her hands, fire 1 short, and then either she'll either follow that up, or sometimes Heath will follow that up. But that time she wasn't quick enough to avoid the shot from John Talbot. And now El Diablo has the advantage on Heath of Super Coopers. David Bresky and John Talbot firing away, trying to put this game away with just under a minute to go. So now the tables have turned from the second game. David Bresky and John Talbot can just sit and wait this one out. 28 seconds to go on the clock. They will win this game if the time goes out. And wow, John Talbot, really a mental error with 20 seconds left. Now, if this game ends like this, we would go to a sudden death overtime, or a southern death overtime.
It'd be a different story, but yes.
Well, we are, in Blacksburg, Virginia. It's not exactly northern death. 4 seconds left. Looks like we're going to overtime, Tom.
Needs to get one more shot in there by Heath. Not a very good effort. Go to real quick overtime here. Let's see if they line up one-on-one.
For those of you who've seen the movie Dodgeball, this overtime is what it's all about. It all boils down to this: 2 combatants, mano a mano, man to man, not exactly hand to hand, but they'll have 2 minutes on the clock.
Looks like the teams are lining up, but we need to the official here for the Blacksburg Parks and Rec Department explaining the rules to the 2 combatants. Here they are. They got to get all the people off the court.
Russell Drumheller directing his team. 1 ball apiece. It is a stinger. It is a stinger ball. 2 minutes, on the clock. The man called Heath for the Super Coopers, and El Diablo and David Bresky, their captain. David Bresky avoiding the ball, and now he holds all the power in his hands. 2 stinger balls. That is all the ammunition. Super Coopers trying to go up 3, but the man called Heath will have to be very judicious.
Dave Bresky just trying to bide his time. Each combatant with 1 ball.
And here comes David Bresky now with 2 shots. He's going to take them quickly? No, he's going to fire 1 wide. Now he's going to have to rethink this one. It is a matter of wills. You may have heard Russell Drumheller say that, and he would know. He is a seasoned veteran of this game, playing for at least 3 seasons since we've been broadcasting Dodgeball here on WTOB. Amelia avoiding. She's the one kind of watching this game, and now everyone in this gym, all eyes are on these 2 warriors as they try to hash things out with less than a minute to go.
Be interesting to see what happens if neither one man falls here. I don't know if they just call it a draw and move on.
Definitely disappointing, though, for El Diablo. They had a 2-man advantage with less than 30 seconds left, and John Talbot firing away. He could have just kind of waited and fired away, and the man called Heath catching that ball, and now we're in sudden death overtime.
Turn the tide quickly, that is true. Oh! Well, a little bit better aim there from Dave Bresky. He would have taken Heath out and nothing flat.
He was right. He had him sized up, and David Bresky cannot avoid the stinger ball with 2.5 seconds left. He takes it off the left hip. And Super Coopers continues their surprising upset, 3 games now to 1. We'll be back to see how things turn out. You're watching WTOB, the dodgeball game of the week.